Most men get this completely wrong. They assume that if a woman likes them, she'll make it obvious. The truth is, many times when a woman is genuinely attracted to you, she'll actually try to hide it. Sounds strange, right? But this is where understanding female psychology changes everything. Women are emotional, yes, but they are also incredibly cautious when attraction becomes real. Sometimes she likes you deeply, yet instead of openly showing it, she pulls back, tests you, acts distant, or behaves like she's completely unaffected. And if you don't understand the hidden language behind those behaviors, you can miss a real connection without ever realizing it. Here's what most men never fully understand. For many women, attraction comes with emotional risk. She doesn't want to appear desperate. She doesn't want to lose emotional control. And more than anything, she doesn't want to feel rejected. So instead of revealing interest directly, she communicates through subtle shifts in behavior, tiny emotional reactions, and psychological patterns that are easy to overlook if you aren't paying close attention. The problem is that most men focus only on words, while women often communicate attraction through energy, emotion, and body language far more than direct statements. And if you've ever walked away from a conversation wondering, wait, was she actually interested in me? You are not alone. So many men misread these signals. Some assume she's just being friendly. Others think she's cold or uninterested and back away too soon. Meanwhile, she may secretly be hoping you notice the little clues she's dropping. So before we dive in, I want you to comment below and be honest. Have you ever realized too late that a woman actually liked you? Those moments happen more often than people admit. And the truth is, once you understand these hidden behaviors, women stop feeling confusing. Their actions begin to make sense in a completely different way. I'm Mary Smith, host of Senior Mindful Living YouTube channel, and today we're going far beyond the generic dating advice you hear everywhere else. We're going to explore the subtle psychological signs that reveal a woman is attracted to you, even when she's trying her hardest not to show it. These are the behaviors most men miss entirely, and understanding them can completely change the way you interpret attraction and emotional connection. One of the biggest hidden signs is nervousness disguised as composure. A woman who truly likes you often becomes hyper-aware of herself around you. Suddenly, she adjusts her hair more, fixes her clothing, fidgets with her phone, or changes the tone of her voice. These aren't random habits. They are unconscious stress responses caused by emotional investment. Her nervous system reacts because your opinion suddenly matters to her. What confuses men is that women often try to hide this nervousness by acting colder or more controlled. She may look away quickly after eye contact. She might become quieter than usual. Sometimes she even sounds slightly more serious around the man she likes because she's trying not to reveal too much emotionally. I remember hearing from a man who thought a coworker disliked him for months because she always seemed tense and distant around him. Later, he discovered she had been interested in him the entire time, but felt intimidated because she genuinely cared what he thought about her. That's the difference between indifference and emotional investment. And here's something fascinating from psychology research. When people experience attraction, the body often reacts before the conscious mind catches up. Heart rate changes, voice tone shifts, attention sharpens. This is why emotional tension can leak out through tiny behaviors even when someone is trying to stay controlled. Attraction is difficult to hide completely because the body speaks its own language. Another powerful sign is in her eyes. Eyes reveal emotion faster than words ever will. A woman may carefully manage what she says to you, but her gaze often tells the real story. Maybe she looks at you a second too long. Maybe she quickly looks away the moment you catch her staring. Maybe her eyes soften when you speak, even if her words remain neutral. Pay attention, especially in group settings. Who does she naturally look toward? Who does she check on across the room? Attraction creates attention. People instinctively monitor the person they're emotionally drawn to. One woman once described it perfectly when she said, "I always knew where he was in the room, even when I pretended not to care." That's what attraction does. It quietly pulls attention in a specific direction. And here's an important exercise you can practice in your own life. Instead of obsessing over what a woman says, start observing patterns. Does her energy shift when you enter the room? Does she become more animated around you? Does she find reasons to continue eye contact or physical proximity? The goal is not to overanalyze every tiny movement, but to notice consistency over time. Attraction usually appears as repeated emotional patterns, not isolated moments. Body language is another place where hidden attraction reveals itself. Human beings unconsciously move toward what they like and away from what they don't. If she angles her body toward you during conversations, leans in while you're speaking, mirrors your gestures, or finds subtle excuses to close physical distance, those are often subconscious signs of comfort and attraction. Mirroring is especially interesting psychologically because it reflects emotional synchronization. Research in behavioral psychology shows that people naturally mirror individuals they feel connected to. If she copies your posture, your rhythm, or even your expressions without realizing it, her nervous system is subconsciously trying to create rapport with you. But let's pause here for a second because this part is important. None of these signs should be treated like a manipulation game or some formula to beat women. Healthy attraction is not about decoding women like puzzles. It's about becoming emotionally aware, socially intelligent, and confident enough to recognize genuine connection when it appears. The men who succeed emotionally are usually not the loudest or most aggressive. They are the ones who remain calm, observant, grounded, and emotionally steady. Another hidden behavior many men misunderstand is jealousy. When a woman likes you but doesn't want to openly admit it, she may react subtly when your attention goes elsewhere. Maybe her energy changes when another woman enters the picture. Maybe she suddenly becomes quieter, more sarcastic, or unexpectedly playful. Sometimes she casually brings up another man just to see how you react. Now, this doesn't mean healthy attraction should revolve around jealousy games, but psychologically, jealousy often appears where emotional attachment exists. Indifference rarely creates emotional reactions. And this is where emotional maturity matters. A secure man doesn't panic, become possessive, or try to compete aggressively. He stays centered. He doesn't lose himself emotionally just because someone else entered the room. That emotional steadiness is incredibly attractive because it communicates confidence and self-respect. One of the biggest mistakes men make is overreacting emotionally whenever a woman becomes inconsistent. They chase harder, they seek reassurance, they start overthinking every interaction. But attraction often grows strongest in environments where both people feel emotionally safe rather than emotionally pressured. And that leads into another major sign: mixed signals. This one confuses almost everyone. One day she seems warm, engaged, and excited to talk to you. The next day she feels distant or harder to read. To many men, this feels manipulative or confusing, but often it reflects internal conflict. Part of her wants closeness. Another part wants emotional protection. Think about real human emotions for a moment. Most people become inconsistent when they genuinely care about something. Vulnerability creates hesitation. The fear of rejection creates emotional caution. This doesn't excuse unhealthy behavior, of course, but it does explain why attraction can sometimes look emotionally messy rather than perfectly straightforward. A woman who feels nothing for you usually behaves consistently neutral. But a woman wrestling with attraction often fluctuates between openness and restraint. The key is learning not to let those fluctuations completely control your emotional state. Stay grounded in yourself. Stay confident in your own life. Let attraction develop naturally instead of trying to force certainty too quickly. One of the healthiest things you can do is stop viewing attraction as something you need to win. Real connection grows through emotional presence, patience, confidence, and awareness. People reveal themselves over time, and when you become calm enough to observe instead of constantly chasing validation, you begin to notice the hidden emotional language most people miss. So here's the takeaway. Women often communicate attraction indirectly, especially when their feelings feel emotionally significant. Her nervousness, her eye contact, her body language, her emotional shifts, and even subtle jealousy can all reveal more than words ever will. But the goal isn't to manipulate those signals. The goal is to understand them with emotional intelligence and maturity. And once you stop needing constant reassurance, something powerful happens. You become more attractive naturally because confidence is not loudness, pressure, or control. Real confidence is emotional steadiness. It's being able to recognize connection without forcing it, rushing it, or becoming consumed by it. If this video resonated with you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who constantly says, "Women are impossible to understand." And before you go, I want you to comment below with one subtle sign you've personally noticed when someone was secretly attracted to you. I read those comments carefully, and they help other people realize they're not alone in these experiences. Because at the end of the day, attraction is rarely as obvious as people think. Sometimes the strongest feelings are hidden behind the quietest behaviors.